All right, let's dive in. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about faceless content. And I know this is something you're super interested in, I mean, especially after reading your blog, that must-have AI skills for aspiring entrepreneurs. Seems like you're really trying to build an online empire. And what's cool? You don't even have to be the face of it. Pretty intriguing, right?
Yeah, and you hit it right on the head with that empire thing. We've got a whole bunch of sources here, that are all about showing how this faceless thing, it's not just about like hiding, it's more like being strategic, using content but without having to put yourself out there.
Yeah, so it's more about amplifying yourself instead of hiding.
Yeah.
And, what I see in these sources is that there are a lot of different ways to do this faceless thing.
Exactly. It's like a whole spectrum. On one side you got these AI avatars, like they're the stars, and then on the other side you got these accounts that are like super curated. They just repost content that fits their theme. And then there's everything in between. Like there's even this hybrid approach. We saw some examples of that. Like think of those reaction channels. Someone's like talking over someone else's content, mixing their voice with stuff that's already out there.
That's a really good example. It makes it way easier to understand. But, I got to ask, why would anyone want to stay anonymous online? I mean, isn't the whole point of the internet to, build your brand and connect with people? All these sources kept bringing that up. Good question.
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting. So going faceless, it's got some pretty cool perks, and they actually solve a lot of the problems entrepreneurs run into. The sources highlight four main benefits.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me with them.
Okay, first up, no more fear. You're not camera shy anymore, and you don't have to stress about messing up your personal brand. It's all about just trying things out and letting your creative juices flow. The second benefit is all about time and money. Faceless content, it often uses AI tools and stuff that's already out there, so less expensive production and less time you got to spend on it.
It sounds like a win-win to me. Less risk and more efficiency. What else is there?
All right, benefit number three is scalability. Think about it. Building a brand that anyone can run, you can sell it or you can grow it without being tied down to one person. That's freedom, man. Real growth potential.
Yeah, it's like building a system that works for you, not the other way around. I dig it. What's that last perk?
Okay, the fourth one is unlocking new niches. You can dive into topics you're passionate about without needing to be like the ultimate expert. You're the curator, you're the voice, you're the brand, but you don't have to be the face of it.
That's powerful stuff. Especially when you're just starting out. Putting yourself out there as an expert, it can be kind of scary. This takes the pressure off. Now, I keep seeing this FIFT strategy mentioned all over these sources. What is that all about?
Oh yeah, FIFT. It stands for Faceless, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Basically, the core platforms for building your faceless empire, right?
Yeah.
The idea is to start with one faceless brand on each platform, but like really focus on a single niche.
Gotcha. So, dominate one platform at a time. That's strategic. What are the advantages of doing it that way?
It's like a testing ground. You can try things out, learn the ropes, and refine your approach on each platform before you go big. It's not about spreading yourself too thin, it's about focused growth.
I like it. Master one, then conquer the next. Makes sense. But there are a ton of niches out there. How do you pick the right one for your faceless empire?
So that's where niching down comes in. You start broad, like let's say sports. Then you narrow it down to something you're really into, like junior golf. That laser focus helps you target an audience that's already super engaged. And that means they're more likely to, become customers or whatever your goal is.
It's like finding your tribe, right? People who are all connected by this specific thing they love. Speaking of targeting, one of the sources talked about this really interesting example with the Oklahoma Sooners.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. They used color psychology and like really specific targeting to get their message to hit hard with that fan base. It shows how knowing the little details about your niche can make a huge difference.
It's like speaking their language, even visually.
Yeah.
And the possibilities are pretty wild. We're seeing keto, yoga, foosball, even ice baths. People are into all kinds of things.
It's amazing, right? There really is a niche for everything. Here's the next challenge. Once you've got your niche, how do you make content that stands out? Especially when you're not using your face or your name.
That's the big question. With so much content out there, how do you cut through the noise and get people to pay attention?
It all comes down to the quality of your content. And luckily, we have a secret weapon, AI. You mentioned AI skills in your blog, and they're absolutely essential for building a faceless content empire. All right, welcome back to the deep dive. It's really cool to be diving deeper into the how of faceless content creation, especially with the power of AI, right?
Absolutely. We've already talked about the why, like why faceless content is becoming so popular and why it's great for entrepreneurs. But now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty, the tactics. These sources are packed with different kinds of content that totally work in the faceless world. I'm especially interested in that motivational and inspirational stuff. One source even mentioned this Instagram account, Motivation Addicts. Over 2 million followers. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a great example. And it highlights a key strategy, using content that people already love. Quotes, clips from speeches, motivational videos. You can put it all together and create something really powerful that inspires your audience.
And it doesn't have to be just on Instagram, right? You could have a whole YouTube channel or a TikTok account dedicated to spreading good vibes.
Totally. And with AI tools like ChatGPT, you can even write your own motivational speeches. And then use something like HeyGen to have an AI avatar deliver it.
So even if you don't like public speaking, you can still create content that moves people. Now, another type of content that caught my eye was what one source called viral OPC, other people's content.
Right, the art of curating and repurposing content that's already proven to be engaging. It's about finding stuff that fits your niche and adding your own twist. Maybe you add captions, or edit it down into shorter, snappier clips, or even combine different pieces of content.
Like remixing a hit song. You take something familiar and give it a fresh sound. One source even showed this fitness channel on YouTube that was built entirely from clips of other people's podcasts. They just added their own branding and style.
Exactly. And the key is to always give credit. Make sure you properly attribute the original creators of the content you're using. Super important.
For sure, ethical content creation is crucial. So we've got motivational, inspirational, and viral OPC. What other content gold mines are out there?
Well, tutorial or review style videos are becoming really popular. Think about those top 10 lists or product reviews that do so well on YouTube. People are always looking for information and advice.
And you can get super creative with how you present it, too. Screen recordings, voiceovers, animation, even AI avatars. It's all fair game.
Exactly. The possibilities are pretty much endless. And you can make a tutorial about anything. How to bake a keto-friendly cake? Boom, niche. How to fix a leaky faucet? Another niche.
So you don't have to be a master chef or a plumber to make valuable content. You can use existing resources, write a script with ChatGPT, and then have an AI avatar deliver it.
Exactly. And as you go, you can even start creating original content based on your own experience. It's a journey.
Now, there's another interesting format that really stood out to me. B-roll story-based videos.
Yeah, those are cool. The videos that tell a story through visuals, music, and sound effects, often without any narration at all. It's like making a mini-movie, but without actors or a film crew. And with AI tools like Midjourney, you can even generate the visuals. Imagine creating a heartwarming story about rescuing abandoned animals using AI-generated images of puppies.
That's viral gold right there. And it could work for any niche. Travel channels can use AI to create breathtaking landscapes. Food channels can showcase mouth-watering dishes. Fashion channels can present the latest trends. It's a visual feast. Okay, so we've talked about motivational content, viral OPC, tutorials, reviews, even B-roll stories. But wait, there's more. What of those good old listicle style videos? They're classic for a reason.
You're right, those top 10 or 5 ways videos are super engaging. Short, snappy, easy to watch.
Information delivered in bite-sized pieces. And again, they can be about anything, from the top 5 keto-friendly snacks to the 10 best yoga poses for beginners. The options are limitless.
And guess what? You can use AI for those too. ChatGPT can help come up with list ideas, Midjourney can make visuals, HeyGen can bring an AI avatar to life to deliver the content.
It's like having a whole production team at your fingertips. But there's one type of content that just feels inherently faceless. AI avatar content.
Yeah, the digital persona, right. They become the face of your brand. And with tools like Midjourney, you can create avatars that are crazy realistic and totally unique, reflecting the personality of your brand.
And as we talked about, HeyGen can animate those avatars and give them a voice, making them the stars of your content.
Exactly. You can even create different avatars for different niches or even different kinds of content.
So you could have a friendly, approachable avatar for your yoga channel, and then a more serious, expert-like avatar for your financial advice channel.
Precisely. And AI avatars are always available, they never get tired, and they're easy to customize.
It's like having a team of tireless virtual presenters at your disposal. Now, there's another challenge we need to talk about: content visibility. We can create all this amazing content, but how do we actually get people to see it, especially with so much noise online?
That's the million-dollar question. And it all comes down to understanding those algorithms that run these platforms.
Right. They're the gatekeepers. They decide who sees what, and each platform has its own set of rules.
Exactly. We got to play the game smart if we want our content to reach the right people.
Okay, so let's break it down. How do we crack the code on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook?
Well, on YouTube, it's all about watch time, engagement, and relevance. You need to create videos that hook people from the start, keep them watching all the way through, and align with their interests.
And luckily, we have AI to help us out. ChatGPT can write scripts that grab attention right away.
Exactly. And Midjourney can create thumbnails that make people want to click.
It's all about making those videos irresistible. What about Instagram? What makes their algorithm tick?
On Instagram, engagement, relevance, and relationships are king. You need content that people will like, comment on, and share. And building connections with other creators and influencers in your niche is super important.
So it's not just broadcasting, it's about creating a community around your content.
Exactly. And AI can help us here too. ChatGPT can write captions that get people talking.
And Midjourney can help us make visuals that stop people mid-scroll.
It's all about grabbing attention and getting people to interact. Now, TikTok is a whole other beast.
Oh yeah, TikTok, the land of viral trends, it's like a constant stream of content.
Exactly. It's all about making content that's short, catchy, and taps into what's hot right now.
So we got to be trend spotters, creating stuff that matches what's trending at the moment.
And AI can be our secret weapon. ChatGPT can help us come up with video ideas that fit current trends.
And Midjourney can make those eye-catching visuals that help our videos stand out.
Exactly. Now, Facebook, the OG of social media, has its own algorithm too.
So what's the secret to success on Facebook?
Facebook loves meaningful interactions and connections. We need to make content that gets people talking, encourages sharing, and builds a sense of community around our brand.
So it's about making those genuine connections, even in the faceless world.
For sure. And like always, AI can help. ChatGPT can write posts that encourage engagement, and Midjourney can make visuals that grab attention and tell stories.
It seems like AI is a really important partner in this whole faceless content journey.
Absolutely. AI is about helping us be more creative and efficient, not replacing us.
Right. AI can help us with ideas, visuals, scripts, even animating avatars. That frees up our time so we can focus on the big picture, the strategy of building our empires.
Totally. The more we know about these tools and how to use them, the more unstoppable we become.
Okay, so we've covered the types of content we can create and how to make those algorithms work for us. But there's one big piece missing.
Yeah.
How do we build an audience?
Absolutely. Content might be king, but without an audience, it's a king without a kingdom.
Exactly. So how do we attract and keep an audience when we're not putting ourselves out there personally? How do we do it in the faceless world?
That's where the magic of value, relationships, and consistency comes in.
Okay, I'm listening. What does providing value mean when we're talking about faceless content?
It's about creating content that your audience finds genuinely useful, entertaining, or informative.
So we need to solve their problems, answer their questions, entertain them, or teach them something new.
You got it. And this is where knowing your niche really matters. What are their struggles? What do they want to achieve? What keeps them up at night? What makes them tick? Once you know that, you can create content that really resonates with them.
And AI can help us with the research here, right? Like ChatGPT can help us come up with content ideas based on our niche and even help us use the right language so our audience really connects with it.
Absolutely. It's like having a virtual brainstorming buddy. Now, building relationships in a faceless world might sound weird, but it can be done.
So how do we make those connections when we're not showing our faces?
It's all about engagement. Respond to comments, ask questions, do polls, participate in groups and communities, collaborate with other creators, just be present and interactive.
So even though we're faceless, we can still make people feel connected by being active and engaged.
Exactly. And you know what? AI can be our engagement sidekick. ChatGPT can help us write thoughtful responses to comments, and Midjourney can help us create visuals that encourage interaction.
It's like having a virtual community manager on our team. Now, what about consistency? Why is that so important for faceless content?
Consistency builds trust and anticipation. When people know they can count on you for high-quality content on a regular basis, they become loyal fans.
It's like turning your content into a must-watch show that people get excited about.
Exactly. You become that reliable source of value and entertainment in your niche.
And AI can help us stay on track. Tools like ChatGPT and Midjourney help us create content faster, making consistency way easier to maintain.
Absolutely. So we've covered a lot today, right? different types of faceless content, the power of AI for creation, and how important it is to provide value, build relationships, and be consistent.
We even dug into those algorithms and how to make them work in our favor. It's like we're cracking the code to online success.
That's a great way to put it. And in the next part, we're going to tackle monetization. We'll explore all the ways you can turn your faceless content empire into a real business that makes money. Get ready to turn that passion to profit.
I can't wait. We'll be back soon with the final part of our deep dive into faceless content empires. But before we go, I'm curious. Have you started thinking about a niche that interests you? All right, welcome back to the deep dive. It's the grand finale. Time to figure out how to turn your faceless content empire into a money-making machine.
I'm pumped for this. We've covered a lot of ground, content creation, building an audience. Now it's all about turning that passion into cash, making it rain.
Exactly. Because let's be real, we love making content, but we also want to see those efforts pay off, right? We want those rewards.
Yeah.
And luckily, faceless content, it's full of ways to make money.
It really is. And these sources, they highlight a bunch of methods that you can tweak to fit your goals and your niche. We touched on 3 main ones in part 2, remember? Platform revenue, affiliate marketing, and selling courses. They each have their own perks. We'll break down how to make them work for you.
All right, let's kick things off with platform revenue. How does that even work?
Think of it like this. You're earning directly from the platforms themselves. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, the big dogs. Once your content hits certain milestones, certain engagement levels, boom, you unlock the monetization feature.
So the more views, subscribers, engagement we get, the more money we can make.
Yeah.
It's like getting paid for creating stuff people love.
Exactly. And each platform, they have their own rules and payout structures. Like YouTube, they want at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year to join their partner program.
Okay, so there's a little climb to reach those numbers, but the payoff could be huge.
Yeah, it's all about momentum. You got to be consistent, keep that quality content coming. Once you've got a solid audience, platform revenue, it can be a really reliable way to make passive income.
It's like setting up a system that works for you, even when you're sleeping. And it all comes back to making that engaging content, the stuff those algorithms love.
Absolutely. And remember, with platform revenue, you're basically getting paid to do what you already love, creating and sharing. Okay, let's switch gears to affiliate marketing. This one can be a game changer in the faceless world.
It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
How can we use affiliate marketing without relying on our own personal brand or influence, though?
It's all about connecting your audience with products or services that'll really help them, stuff they'll actually use. You become like a trusted guide, pointing them towards solutions they need.
So we're like a bridge between brands and our audience.
Exactly. The key here is to be authentic, though. Pick products or services you actually believe in, things that'll truly benefit your audience. Don't just go for the commission.
Right, it's about trust. If we recommend something just for the money, people can sniff that out, and it can hurt our reputation, especially in the faceless world where trust is everything.
You nailed it. So finding the right affiliate products to promote, that's key. First, you got to understand your audience like the back of your hand. What are their pain points? What do they dream of? What are they searching for?
Once we know what they need, we can be those matchmakers, connecting them with products that solve their problems or make their lives better.
There you go. And there are tons of affiliate networks and programs out there. Amazon Associates, ClickBank, CJ Affiliate, Share a Sale. Those are just a few big names.
And a lot of brands have their own in-house affiliate programs, right?
Yeah.
So if we're really passionate about a specific brand, we can often partner with them directly.
Absolutely. It's worth checking out all the options. Now let's move on to selling courses. This is another awesome way to make money with your faceless content empire.
This one definitely speaks to the entrepreneur in me. How do we make courses that people actually want to buy, though? Especially when we don't have, like, fancy credentials or tons of experience.
It's all about taking your knowledge and passion and turning it into a valuable learning experience. Remember, in the faceless world, expertise isn't about titles or degrees. It's about the value you bring to the table.
And with platforms like Thinkific, Teachable, and Podia, making and selling online courses has become so much easier. It's like having your own online school.
Exactly. So building a successful course, it starts with finding a specific problem or pain point that your audience has.
There's that niche understanding again. So important.
Always. Once you know the problem, you can create a course that gives them a clear solution, something they can actually use.
And there's so much freedom with the format. Video lessons, workbooks, live Q&A sessions, even community forums. We can create a really dynamic learning experience that fits different learning styles.
You got it. And the best part is, selling courses can create recurring revenue. It's not just one-time sales, it's about building a sustainable business.
And as we make more courses and become known as an authority in our niche, we can even raise our prices to reflect the value we're providing.
That's right, it's all about growth. Now, remember that bridge marketing idea we talked about? This can be really powerful for monetizing your faceless content.
Yeah, bridge marketing. It's like strategically expanding our niche and showing our audience new possibilities.
Exactly. Say you start with a keto diet brand, right? With bridge marketing, you can slowly introduce your audience to other things like weight loss supplements, fitness programs, maybe even kitchen gadgets.
It's like guiding them towards products and services that fit their interests. It's like a natural progression.
You got it. And there are a bunch of ways to do it. Email marketing, social media posts, even freebies related to that new niche.
Always adding value every step of the way. So we've talked about 3 awesome ways to make money: platform revenue, affiliate marketing, and selling courses. Plus that bridge marketing magic. I'm feeling inspired.
Me too. And remember, you can use these on their own or mix and match them to create multiple streams of income. It's all about designing a plan that works for you, your goals, and your niche.
And don't forget about AI. It can help us streamline all this stuff, making it easier to manage and grow our efforts. We can create content, engage with our audience, even automate tasks. That frees us up to focus on the big picture.
Totally. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into faceless content empires, what are some key things our listeners should take away as they start their own journey?
Well, the biggest thing is anyone can do this. You don't need to be an expert. You don't have to show your face. You don't need a ton of money to get started. Just use the tools and resources out there and take that first step.
That's so true. The barriers to entry are lower than ever before. And the great thing about the faceless model is that it lets you experiment and take risks. You can explore your passions without feeling like you have to build a personal brand.
And remember, resources like the AI Affiliate Club, they're there to support you every step of the way. They've got free training and support on everything we talked about, from picking a niche to making content to making money.
Yeah.
You mentioned AI skills in your blog, and this is the perfect place to really develop those skills.
It's an amazing resource. And don't forget, don't be afraid to try things out, learn as you go, and adapt. The world of faceless content is always changing, so stay curious and embrace the new stuff.
Such great advice. So to close out this deep dive, I've got one final thought-provoking question for our listeners as they start their own faceless content adventures.
Let's hear it.
Okay, how about this? Imagine you could build a profitable business from anywhere. A beach, a mountaintop, your favorite coffee shop. What niche would you choose to conquer with your faceless empire? What passion would you share with the world?
That's a fantastic question. And remember, with the faceless model, you can always change things up, evolve, and expand as your interests and passions grow. So dream big, explore those niches, and start building that empire today. And for all those resources we talked about, check out the AI Affiliate Club. They have everything you need to get going, and it's all free. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
That's been awesome. Until next time.